This video will show how to update the website using the WordPress backend that allow us to modify any information inside the site, like homepage, about us, your first visit, or any other page inside the site. So we have to go to the admin area that we can go by typing the website URL, and at the end we put wp-admin, and it will open this login page. We have to write our username and password and click on login. Once we are inside the backend, we will have two main areas. The left side with the links and the areas that we have to work with, and on the right side it will be the actual area where the content is displayed. The first link, it's called dashboard. On the dashboard we will get updates for WordPress, mainly for security reasons, in case we have to update the platform or modify any plugin that has to be changed or updated. We will receive a warning here. Usually text in red or yellow color will pop up, and in case that happens, you should contact us. Other than that, this is a generic screen where we also have the links to the areas we will see on the left side. Edit the front page, modify additional pages, or all these actions we can actually use them on the left side already. The next area are its posts. On posts we don't have any content because we are not using a blog. In case we use or install a blog, we will have posts on this section. For now we can skip this and go to media. On media we have all the photos and videos that are on the website. In case we want to upload a new media, we click on this button on top area, add new, then select files. We select the image we want to add, click on open. Once it's finished, we can click on edit. And the image is displayed, right? Also the link where we can call this image. But there's an easier way. In case we are modifying a page, directly on the page we can add the photo, so we don't need to worry about that. But in case we want to review all the photos or videos we have uploaded on the website, we can come to this section, right? On pages we have all the main areas on the website. If we go back to the front end, we have this top menu with home, about us, your first visit, services, and contact us. So those main pages will be on this section. We can review, let's say, home page. So we would have to click on home. Once it's loaded, we see all these boxes and areas. And going back to the front end, are those sections are the same on the front end. We have the header, this banner, 3 boxes below the banner, an image, text, and icons on the right side, photos and links, success stories, then a slogan and a photo, a contact form, a map, and a footer. On the back end, the same areas appear. The banner, 3 boxes below the banner, the photo, text, icons on the right side, photos and links, the slogan we had, success stories, the second slogan and the photo, then the contact form, Google Map at the end. Header and footer don't appear on this section because if we go back to the front end, the header and footer remains the same through all the page, through all the website. We can modify the header and footer in a different section, but generally those areas remain the same. But the content we have on the page is what we will update. So if I'm not wrong, let's go back to the home page. You try to modify this section by adding this icon at the end, Invisalign, but there's a white space below, extra white space that has to be deleted. Let's go back to the backend, and we will see that we have 3 single images and then an image carousel. That's why we have an extra white space, because we shouldn't be using the image carousel. So we can delete this section, click OK, click on the plus icon, and let's look for single image. We click on that. Inside this box, it shows us a plus icon to add the actual image we want to include. So because it was already uploaded, we can find it on the library. So we select the Invisalign icon, click on Set Image. So it appears, save changes, and update. Any change we do in this section has to be updated. Let's click Update. Refresh the front end. Yes, F5. It's loading. As you can see, the white space now is deleted, so it's displayed properly. Maybe to improve a vid, we would have to add text, but other than that, that's fine. That's fine. So the layout is already fixed. And we can do the same for all these boxes. On front end, we have this box with links below. We go to the back end. We hover in the box, and there's the pencil icon. We click on the pencil, and it shows the photo, and right below those links. We can add content or do anything on each section. Just be careful to update only the information that it's inside the container, because if we delete the container, all that section will disappear, and the website layout will change. So we don't want to do that. So only modify the information that it's inside the container, and that applies for all the other areas as well. If you see this slogan, the custom heading, or success stories, all of them are inside a container. So we should keep those containers and only modify the content inside, right? Like success stories or custom heading or whatever information is inside. Other than that, just being careful of keeping the same containers. We can modify text, photos, the map, or any other area. on any page. Something unique about a home page, it's that we are using this contact form and this banner. To update both, we have two additional links. We have the Slider Revolution link at the bottom and the contact form here in the middle section. That only applies to home page. All the other pages can be modified directly inside the page and don't require to go to the to additional links like the slider or the contact area. We can try, let's say, About Us. Let's get back to the front end. Click on About Us. About Us front end, we have text. It's loading. Doctors' names, text at the bottom, and a sidebar on the right side. In the backend, we have the text, doctors' names, text at the bottom, and the sidebar on the right side. The sidebar has to be updated also on this link called sidebar. We will review it later on, but other than that, all the information can be updated directly on this page. We don't have to go to the banner or contact like other pages. And also the sidebar we use here will be the same for all the other pages inside the site. A final view on pages. Yeah. All these links can be modified, and if we want to review the content, we just click and match the information with the front end. We can just scroll up to see the link. Your first visit is the same. We open the backend, your first visit, and it has the same, right? Text, the photo, there's a questionnaire here, and text at the bottom, same sidebar. Go to the backend, we have the text, the additional text, and the sidebar. Additionally, it's not recommended, but we can modify the background image that appears on top. This image should be the same, but it can be modified. Next section is comments. It's empty because we don't have a blog. Once a blog is installed, we can allow comments. But even with a blog, it's not recommended. It's better to use social media or any other platform like Twitter to manage comments, because hackers target comments to attack WordPress sites. So it's better to keep it disabled, and that's why it's not enabled and it's empty. Next area is services. Services can be seen, well, if we go back to the front end. So all the links below services are displayed here as well. To update services is the same concept as pages. So we click on the name and the title. It's loading. let's review Emergency Dental Sydney in front end. So we have the text and the map. We go to the back end, we have the text and the map, and sidebar remains the same. Additionally, we have this call to action, and it's here as well. We can modify. Same layout for all the services pages. We can try on Crowns and Bridges Sydney. On front end, we go to Crowns as well. Crowns and Bridges. It's loading. We have the text, photo, and the sidebar. Backend, text, photo, and sidebar. So as you can see, once you get the idea of how it works, a page is the same concept through all WordPress. So that's why WordPress it's popular, because it's easier to understand. Once you know how to use it, it's very easy to use. Next section is service prices. We are not using this link. Let's review sidebars. On sidebar, we have only one, which is the default sidebar we were seeing in pages. Going back to the front end. This is the sidebar that has links on top, an icon in the middle, and contact us information at the bottom. So we go to the sidebar and we have those links, the image in the middle, and contact information. To update let's say the top area, we click on the pencil icon, and it's called in a menu. We will review later on how to add menus, but the top section is called in the menu Dental Services. We close this section. Then we have the image. We just call in the image, and then contact us. We click on the pen icon, and the contact us. It's all the details, contact details, phone number, email, opening times, and all that information. We close. If we want to add any information, yes, we can add one more link or modify those links, and it will be displayed through all the website that has the sidebar. Next section is success stories. Success stories are displayed on home page. We can go to home page. Scroll down to middle section. And we will see two success stories: deep teeth whitening and 5 crowns within 48 hours. Go to the backend and both same. We click on the title. And we have the text on top, and the before and after photo for the success story. Same for the next one. We can add more, but because it's a slider, we shouldn't have more than 2 or 3, because the more slides we add, the longer it takes the site to load. So that's why it's good to keep a number between 2 and 3 of the same for the banner on top. We only have 2 images because We can put more, but the site will take more time to load. So just keeping two is a good number. Next section is contact. This is the contact form that is displayed on the home page. If we scroll down to the home page, this online appointment form. So we go back to the backend. It's called online appointments. Click on the title. And here you can see all those boxes. This is called HTML. It's better if you give us a call or let us know to modify this. The next tab is mail. That let us update where and from the email will go. Say it's coming from Dental Connect, and where is it going? What's the subject? And all this that will be received when someone does an inquiry on the website. Messages, some settings. So the only information we will have to verify here is the email to where it's going. Let's say we don't want to go the emails to info@Dental Connect, but the live email account, so we replace it here. Even we can add a semicolon and send it to different emails if we want to be sure once we get an inquiry. The next links are mainly for management. We will review only the ones we need. And the appearance, the only need we will use is menus. On menus we have four menus. As you remember, dental services menu was being used in the sidebar. So all these links, if we open any inner page like About Us, let's click. And we have those links. We go back to menus, the same. We can add, drag and drop, change the order, modify any, or delete them. Other areas we have menus is at the bottom. We have this menu called Sitemap, this menu called Resources, and on top we have this main menu. So those are the four menus that are being displayed here. Let's select primary menu, select, leave page. And we will have the links from the top header, from home to About Us, and all the submenus and the services. So submenu, you just drag it a little bit to the right, and it will be displayed as a submenu. Let's say we want to create a page and add a new link. We will do it here. Let's say we create a page test. We click Add to Menu. It's displayed at the bottom. We save the menu. Let's refresh the front end. And the link is at the end. We can add a page, let's say for special discounts or any other content we want to show. We have to do that. But this is a test, we can delete it as well. We can click on the arrow, remove, save menu. Refresh the front end. And it's removed. The other areas we don't need to use them because are for management. Plugins is to add functionality on the website. Also, it would be better if you contact us in case you want to add. It can be a chat or any other additional feature for the website. On users, we create the persons that will have access to the site. Just click on Add New on top. We put the username, the email, first name, last name, and the role we want to assign them. As a subscriber, they can only modify text. Booking agent can only modify the contact form. Contributor, it's only for blogs. We don't have to use that. The same for author, that's for blogs. So the main roles we have to consider is either editor or administrator. An editor can modify the text in the website, but cannot change any settings. And as administrator can do any modification in the layout, in the website. So just be careful who you assign as an administrator. Tools, we don't have to use them. It's mainly for management. Visual Composer, this is the tool that is being used on pages or all the other areas, so that allow us to modify the information using those containers and in a graphic way, because the previous versions of WordPress used to be text. So you would have the front end display with photos and all the layout with the sliders, but on the back end it used to be only text, so you would have to know more HTML. But with this Visual Composer, as we saw before, let's go back to pages, click on, let's say, home. Takes a bit to load. So this in itself is the Visual Composer, all these sections that are displayed the same way as the front end. How it was before, easy. We can click on Classic Mode, and this is the previous layout that WordPress used to be. So you have to know a bit more of HTML to update the content. So don't use this option and just go back to and click on Backend Editor. That it's way easier to understand. Settings is for management. We don't need to modify any of them. The same with the security. By default, it has some security settings to avoid the site being hacked. Theme option is to modify the theme. As it's already installed, we don't need to work on this. The only one that we would have to review is the slider revolution. Going back to the front end homepage. This is slider with two photos. The photos and text can be changed under this section, slider revolution. You see here that says main slider. We click on main slider. And shows both photos, slide number 1 and slide number 2. To modify the content or text, we scroll down, and in this section we can change the layout, the format, the photo, or the message. In case, let's say, we have a new promotion, we can update the information here. Just be careful that any modification can affect the front end. Because if you move the contact us button, it will be not aligned to the left. So just if any text needs to be updated, just be careful to keep the same alignment, anything, because it's very sensitive to changes. The same, we can go to the next slide. And it displays the text, the bullet points, the contact us button, and the promotion on the banner. Well, as you can see, in general, WordPress follows one simple idea to update the content, which is a page, and in case there is an external element, we go to that link here as well. But mainly, most areas can be updated without any difficulty. In case you have any questions, just send us an email, or just give us a call. Thank you.